What's going on, guys? Aero here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the 5 Pokemon from the Johto region that I think deserve Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So this is a continuation video from the Pokemon from the Kanto region that I think deserve Mega Evolutions, and I have a link to that video at the end of this video if you guys want to check out that video. But today I'm going to be focusing on Pokemon from the Johto region that I think deserve Mega Evolutions. So let's get right to it. So before I even start with my list, there are 3 Pokemon that I'm sure everybody wants a Mega Evolution to occur, and I'm sure that they're going to get one, so I'm not even going to put them on the list, but they are the starters from the Johto region. I think that these Pokemon are easily going to get their own Mega Evolution. I don't think it's needed to put them on a list because they're probably just going to get one. I mean, Hoenn starters have their own Mega Evolutions, and Kanto starters have their own Mega Evolutions. And obviously, Game Freak can't show like favoritism towards starters because they're all pretty much starters of a new region. So I'm sure all the starter Pokemon will have their own Mega Evolutions at some point, but it may not be in Sun and Moon. But I definitely think that they will have their own Mega Evolutions at some point. But let's start with number 5. The 5th Pokemon from the Johto region that I think deserves a Mega Evolution is Octolyry. Now, Octolyry is one of those Pokemon that I think is really good because it has a really nice ability. If you ever use Octolyry with the Moody ability, it's really cool because a random stat of yours will rise every single turn, but also a random stat will decrease every single turn as well. But Octolyry is just a great Pokemon. It has a very nice special attack stat, and it has one of the most diverse movesets ever possible. Like, this Pokemon can learn Flamethrower, I'm pretty sure, and it's just a very good Pokemon to use in battle. And if it had a Mega Evolution, I'm sure in battle it would be even better. And I think if it had a Mega Evolution, it should stay pure water, but it should get some massive upgrades into its special attack and special defense, and it should get some nerfs into its attack, defense, and speed. So this would make Octolyry a slow, but it would be able to take a few Thunderbolts, maybe 1 or 2, making a 2-hit KO for like Thunderbolts, but it should also be able to deal out some very high special attack damage because of all the various moves that Octolyry can learn, and it just has a very nice SP attack stat in the first place. So yeah, Octolyry is definitely a Pokemon that needs a Mega Evolution. Alright, you guys, coming in at number 4 is Jumpluff. Yes, this is one of those Pokemon from the Johto region that I'm pretty sure no one uses on their team, and it's not used that much competitively as well, and I think this Pokemon has a lot of potential if it were to have a Mega Evolution. So if it were to have a Mega Evolution, I think it should drop the Flying typing and become a pure Grass type. This would make it not ×4 weakness to Ice, and that would really help it out because it wouldn't be getting destroyed by blizzards or ice beams, and that would definitely give this Pokemon a chance to stay longer in battle. And yeah, I think it would definitely need to get some big upgrades into its attack and speed stat. Jumpluff already has a really high speed stat, so that would be great to making it a nice sweeping Pokemon. And if it were to have a nice attack stat, it could do some very nice physical moves because Jumpluff can learn a good amount of physical moves that can help it. I think it can learn Seed Bomb, so that's a good physical move. It can learn Bounce, and it just has some other nice moves that you can teach it. It should get a small boost into its special defense, so maybe it can survive like an Ice Beam on like Red or something, and it wouldn't be a 1-hit KO every single time it gets hit by an ice type move, but it would just be a very nice physical sweeping Pokemon, and I think it would be very useful in battle. So yeah, Jumpluff needs a Mega Evolution. Alright, coming in at number 3 is Slowking. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm going to say. If Slowbro can get a Mega Evolution, you definitely need to give Slowking a Mega Evolution. I mean, Slowking is just one of those Pokemon that needs a Mega Evolution, and the fact that Slowbro got one in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I think it just shows that Slowking definitely needs a Mega Evolution. So if Slowking were to receive a Mega Evolution, it should stay Water and Psychic, but unlike Slowbro, it should be the complete opposite and get some very nice increases into its special defense stat. Slowbro, as we all know, Mega Slowbro is one of the most tankiest defensive Pokemon in the game. If you run a Mega Slowbro on your team, you will not die to any type of physical moves. You'll be surviving, Mega Charizard X's, Dragon Claws. You're going to be surviving crunches. You're going to be taking a lot of physical moves, and you won't have to worry. So I think if Slowking were to have a Mega Evolution, it would be the complete opposite and be able to tank out all those thunderbolts and all those you know, solar beams and all those special grass type moves, but it wouldn't be that defensive. You know, I do have a defensive in green, but I mean, I'm not talking about like an amazing investment into defense. It would just go up a little bit, just like how when Slowbro evolves or Mega evolves, the special defense goes up slightly. Just same thing here, you know, the defense would go up slightly, but Slowking would definitely just be a very nice tanking special defensive Pokemon, and would also have a slightly higher SP attack stat, and that special attack stat would definitely give Slowking some nice special moves to hit against as well. You know, you could use Scald and Psychic and some other moves like that. Alright, coming in at number 2 is Ursaring. Yes, Ursaring is a Pokemon that I think definitely needs a Mega Evolution. Ursaring's actually used a little bit right now. I mean, in some Pokemon competitive scenes, I've seen Ursaring actually used, and yeah, Ursaring is a good Pokemon, but if it were to have a Mega Evolution, I think that would definitely help it out. So if Ursaring were to receive a Mega Evolution, I think it should actually become a normal and fighting type, because Ursaring has a lot of nice fighting type moves it can learn. I think it can learn close combat even too, yeah, so it can learn close combat, it can learn hammer arm, it has low kick. It would just be very useful to have those moves become a stab move, and you know, just having Ursaring would be a very nice Pokemon to have on your team, and Mega Ursaring just seems like a really cool Pokemon to use. And yeah, I think Ursaring should definitely get a Mega Evolution. So if it got a Mega Evolution, it should get some nice increases into its attack and defense stat, and it should get some decreases into its special attack, special defense, and speed. So Ursaring would be a slow but durable Pokemon. It would be able to take maybe a couple physical earthquakes or some physical moves, and it would be able to dish out some very nice high physical damage. So yeah, Ursaring definitely needs a Mega Evolution. Alright, down to the number 1 Pokemon that you've all been waiting for from the Johto region that needs a Mega Evolution is Crobat. Now, Crobat is one of those Pokemon that I think a lot of people use. I mean, Crobats actually use a lot, but I think it's just a really cool Pokemon to have a Mega Evolution with. So if Crobat were to receive a Mega Evolution, I think it would be cool if it became a Dark and Poison type, because I mean, Crobat seems like a Pokemon that would be well fitting into the dark type. I mean, it's a bat, and you know, bats come out at, you know, nighttime when it's dark, and I think dark and poison type would just be really cool, because there's not that many dark and poison types. I mean, I think the only one I can name right now is Drapion. But yeah, I think dark and poison would really work out for Crobat as well. Maybe we could teach it crunch and stuff like that, and then that would really help it out. So yeah, for the stats, it should get some very nice increases into its attack and speed, and it should get some a little bit of increase into its special defense. So maybe it can survive like a Thunderbolt on red, or like an Ice Beam on red. So it would be like a 2-hit KO to take out this Crobat, and it should get some decreases into its special attack and defense. So it would still die to some physical hits that are very powerful. So, you know, if you hit it with like a Stone Edge or something like that, it would probably be a 1-hit KO. But I mean, you already know Crobat has an insanely high amount of speed, so I think making it even faster and having a higher attack stat would just definitely help out this Pokemon. And you know, you would be able to do a very nice sweeping Pokemon with this Mega Crobat. You know, you would be able to use Crunch and Cross Poison, and you would just be able to play a lot with Mega Crobat. You know, it would just be a really cool Mega to have. So there you go, guys. Those are the top 5 Mega Pokemon that I would like to see from the Johto region. If there are any Pokemon that are on your list that I missed, definitely let me know in the comments below. I mean, I'll be sure to see what you guys have to say about Pokemon from the Johto region that need to have Mega Evolutions. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please do click that like button, because it really does help me out. And if you like what you're seeing on my channel, please click that subscribe button, because I'd really appreciate that. But that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.